In the first segment, the setting the stage for a productive negotiation, we lay out an overall framework for thinking about negotiation, and through exercises help people appreciate some of the foundational assumptions and choices that make a difference in negotiation. Let's start with an exercise, simple exercise to bring out some questions. The goal of this exercise is to maximize your personal return. Get as many points as you can for yourself. They get a first pass through preparing systematically, and they have an experience of feeling what a difference that makes in negotiation. And we highlight some of the critical choices that we then just make more and more complicated and sophisticated through the rest of the program. If 30 points each are possible, it's worth asking, how come so many people got 0 points? Now, the harder question, we'll come back to that. The harder question is, would you rather be the 10 and 10-0 or the 30 and 30-30? And for some people, winning is an important part of our culture. There's something to be said for 10, although you weren't proud of it, we heard. The answer gets a little easier, though, if I say that I'm paying $1 million a point, and I make it like business. I think the most important point people should walk away from the program of negotiation for senior executives is the critical importance of systematic preparation. It absolutely correlates with better results, and it's the simplest thing you can do to get a better outcome. Knowing your goal is very important. There's the top of Mount Everest. I want to go there. Well, you're much more likely to get there if you're clear on the goal. And no one makes it to the top of Mount Everest without very careful preparation. What we know is that in negotiation, too often people don't really prepare at all. If they do prepare, they often don't prepare enough. And even when they put the time in, they're often not as systematic as they could be or optimally would be to make sure that you minimize the chance of unnecessary surprises. Negotiation is one of the most pervasive activities we deal in. Sometimes people think negotiations only when you're in some formal setting across the table, but in fact, you negotiate everything every day, all day long. That non-verbal movement of the shoulder that determines who goes first in the lunch line is a negotiation. And some of those informal negotiations are absolutely critical, from dealing with your children to dealing with your career.